Not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon'.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Break. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete to open things up. Ssfa Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Got it.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Squeeze, double.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, wahoo!
They'll look to throw here. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield. Break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. Chris don't travel. Hey, exit. Check 4.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
60 outlaw.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to number 80. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Seahawks' 28-yard line.
Okay, 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Undercut, undercut, undercut.
They'll run here with John Kelly, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the set. Check 55, Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. That is
On first down, Carson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
218, chop. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down.
Bravo.
Now back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use.
Hey, Steve 6.
They're going to look to throw. And caught by Cameron right side. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
On the Seahawks 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try the left side. Cameron. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Interesting decision. I could see if you're on the 1-yard line, push it in, you're at home, but I don't know from this distance.
How far would you push it? 2-yard line, 3-yard line? Because we're beyond the 4. So this is what we're talking about now. This is a long way. And I know it's a disappointment to come away without getting a touchdown after that drive. But how about coming away with no points by going for it, not getting it? Bring out the field goal kicker, get 3, and move on.
The Seahawks go over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Go. 18. Mike's 54.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Come on, set. 60 or. Let him know. Defense.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check three. Check three. Check.
Blue draw quarters.
Second and 10. Steps away to his left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
49.
Hey, Delta.
Check.
He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it second and 5. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch the curve.
Good job right there. Right.
Second and 5 now. Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Check 43. Check. Fresno.
Hey, 0.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. James has got it, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Penny, a first down carry. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Looking to throw. Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, You're really almost discrediting their work.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. And Diggs has it. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On the ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7. Go.
He'll drop to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Ssfa Diggs. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Front it. Move the team.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Down. 8 read. Check it. Alpha. 55.
On On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey,
2nd and 5. It's caught. Cameron, left side. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On third down, Cameron. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Come on, set. 10 logo.
54 Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a look. Ready? Hey, orbit. Fire.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch 54, watch 54. In your face.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because
and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
I got you. Watch out.
Hey, echo.
They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal.
Right there. 54, right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you're that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check Mike. Go, Mike 51.
Hey, guys, listen.
Hey,
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's good for another Seahawks. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Stop your whining.
Switch.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's 3rd and goal. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win, obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had an opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now Wilson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Penny. And some room to run now. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
And 10 yards to go.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Here we go. Watch tight end. Tight right. 4 down. Check. Deuce.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
56.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And caught by Cameron right side. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford. Make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Took right. Minus 57's right.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go. 57. Mike, 57.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And Jennings has it. Trotting. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense tries that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 11-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
And they take a knee.
Wilson on the keeper.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey, 4 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Wilson on the keeper.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
Field goal of 30 yards.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line. The fake touchdown. And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 40.
And they will take a knee here.
Wilson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 45-yard line.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
And they take a knee.
Wilson on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Seahawks, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.